is the dress that I did a thread hem on. Anyhow, anywho, today we're going to talk about hygiene products that are damaged goods. So let me be real clear before we get into everything. Damaged goods, bruised, dented, like dented canned goods, but these are hygiene goods that are damaged, bent up. So we're going to talk about the best way how to repurpose those damaged items, caps missing, bented items that you can't bend back. What do you do with damaged hygiene products? I'm not cussing. That's actual word in the dictionary. Damaged hygiene products. How do you repurpose them? What's the best way to repurpose them without throwing them in the trash? Because that, first of all, that's money you spent. Second of all, that's product you would be wasting. So I'm gonna show you a couple ways that I like to do that. So right here I got two products. There's one particular product I haven't found yet, and it's a broken pump on a lotion. But we'll get to that if we find it before everything's over with today. So right now we have Parfums Decor. This is Fireworks from Sexiest Fantasies. Parfums Decor is the sister company that makes the Body Fantasies, the vanilla that you more commonly see them in Family Dollar, like really common. So the part of this hygiene product with that much product intact that makes this damaged is the cap. I'm gonna spray it towards me, not towards y'all. Now, that's perfect. Happening in real time, because I need y'all to see this. The nozzle is stuck. Now, at first I wanted to toss it out and had tossed it out. And I went back out and got out the trash because it was just, I hadn't thrown it in the trash or anything that was wet or gross or anything. I just put it in there with the papers and stuff. I went back and got it. And this been about what? How many? Might have been 2 months ago. And you see the way that thing popped back up. Now, there's a couple things you could do with a stuck nozzle on a body spray. A stuck nozzle on a body spray. I'm gonna demonstrate one more time. Oh, it ain't locking now. Now, don't do me. Don't do that. Like the WB frog. That spray right in here. Hey, this is realistic. So because this stuff happens. Just like the lotion blowouts in the purse. You don't ever want that to happen to you. If you have a stuck nozzle, what you'll have to do is what I'm doing. This is the first tip that you could do. You could just do this and sit here and spray. Now, mind you, I got nails on. And I got videos where I've discussed how to spray your perfumes and stuff with long nails. This ain't the video for that. But I'll point you towards what will help you. Now, if you don't feel like going through that and the nozzle gets stuck, untwist this cap if it's removable. I'm going to show you what to do if it's not removable. Go find you one of those novelty type of spray bottles. I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. Now, this is my hair oil to keep my scalp moisturized and everything. But this came in a pack from Dollar Tree or in Walmart, Target, places like that. They have those novelty empty items that you carry with you for travel. And they're about this size, about a good 1 to 2 ounces. They also have spray bottles. So you could take something like that and essentially, since, I mean, this is almost 7.5 ounces, but we know that's about that much left. You could buy one of those novelty bottles that I showed you, spray bottles, pour the rest of that in there, and you could toss this in. It land on the bed, but I'm just using that for demonstration purposes. And you can just be done with it. Now, what happens when you can't remove the cap off? There are things called atomizers. I think they're called atomizers, excuse me. Inside of my nose is itching and We not. That's the best I'll do. Otherwise, I'll go get a tissue and do it off cam. You're going to get something called an atomizer. So in case you can't twist it off, because nowadays, because due to either theft or maybe security concerns, or because you know there's lots of dupes out here, and sometimes the product is a dupe and it's not actually the actual fragrance, and actually it may contain, allegedly, I have to say allegedly because it is, it could possibly allegedly contain items to make you break out. It may not be the authentic product. So in a world where there's lots of dupes and copies of things, some products like this, they lock it. You can't just twist it off. Like, okay, it's called an atomizer. You can find it on Amazon. And what it's going to allow you to do, it's going to look like the top of a perfume bottle, but without the cap, that little white stick thing. SCHTICK. Hopefully I'm using the correct term. And then you're going to use that, and it usually comes with instructions. Hello, Brenda. How are you? I hope everything's well. We're chatting about what to do with damaged hygiene products. Like this cap is locking when I spray. And so you use an atomizer. That usually comes with instructions. If it doesn't, you can look it up on YouTube, and it'll allow you to siphon out whatever is remaining in your spray bottle. That's just for spray bottles. So we got that out the way. You got any questions, leave them in the comments, or if you on live, leave it in the chat. So, hey, I just been dealing with it spraying, and then it locks, and then allow it to rise back up. But if it never rises back up, try to take the cap off. If the cap don't come off and they've sealed it shut in manufacturing, get an atomizer from Amazon. Those are only 3 things I can think of. And then fill it up in a travel novelty size type of bottle. Those are 3 things that you could do for stuff that locks like that, because that's annoying, especially if you're on the go and you don't feel like carrying your, you know, the good stuff, the good, more expensive perfume. Now, there's a different type of problem that you can have with perfume. Just had this. This is the Baccarat dupe. So this ain't the OG. I done smelled the OG. I was walking in place, and I'm like, I walked past, I said, oh, it took up the whole walkway, and the walkway was wide. So I know what the authentic Baccarat smells like, and I have the dupe too. So they're very close. This is very close to the actual OG Baccarat. However, look at this. Normally when you have caps on perfumes, I'm gonna just show you. The inside here allows for a mechanism for you to put it on top, and it locks. It's not supposed to be doing this. So you can do a couple things. If you like the top, put it away next to your other perfume stuff or perfume tray. Have a perfume tray designated for that type of stuff. If you're going to throw it away if you don't like the cap. Or you could you could repurpose it and turn it into something else. That's what I just been doing. Now, when this first happened and I first noticed that this thing was on a swivel, I'm like, I just thought, okay, this thing cheap. No shade. I was trying to figure out now, right when I start getting into it, because I let it sit and what they call macerate. When you get a brand new perfume, you want to allow it to macerate, sit in a cool, dark space, then spray it out, because it smelled real chemical-like. And it still kind of does. But I've had it for at least, what, 4 months now? If I'm not mistaken, I have to look at the date in which I bought it. And so the moment I start getting into using and layering it with stuff for this Baccarat dupe, we got this thing spent. I mean, you might as well be on The Price is Right. Spin. Spin it. This is something that you would use an atomizer for to get it out if it wasn't spraying. But since it's spraying and it's only the cap that's the problem, you just put the cap aside. I happen to like the cap, and it's kind of similar to the original Baccarat. Yeah. And the majority of the product is intact. I mean, it's still near the top. And I still want to try the rest of them. I'm not mad at Mr. Curtijon, even though this is the dupe. Yeah. He understood the assignment. That's all. I've been trying to find. Now we get to the lotion. For the lotions, if you have a lotion that has a, I'm going to pick this up again. If you have a lotion like this where it has a flip top, I've not known of too many malfunctions of this unless you push down too hard and that top comes off. Then you just undo the cap and pour the lotion, or find a similar container to do that. The problem comes with lotions, with pumps. And there is one I've had for over 2 years, and it's still got a good amount left because ain't nothing wrong with it. There's no, it's not accumulated any mold because I've stored it well. And I will put that on my community tab after this session is completed and I'm done talking to y'all about what to do about repurposing damaged hygiene products. Honey lotion from Victoria, don't tell nobody, secret. I was using it one day. That's usually how it happens. You know, you notice a common theme. Went back for this after I went to throw it away initially. The thing is locking. Went back to use this. I could spend this, like on The Price is Right. Lotions. The pump stayed intact, but the ring area around the lotion came undone. So I could still pump the lotion and I kept it on top. But now it's like a hole around the cap that surrounds the pump. So I can still get the product out. And so if you have a situation like that in which the pump is still intact, the cap will still lock on. It's just the middle of the cap connected to the pump came out, and you look in there and you see the product. As long as you can get the product out, you should be fine. I'm just trying to figure out where is this lotion, because I know I put it somewhere. Walk with me. Walk and talk. Walk and talk. I need to find this lotion. I definitely need to find it. And I have to excuse all the noise. I'll find it. Everything else except for this lotion. Ooh. I do not see it. I do not. Ain't that something? I just cannot find it when I need to talk to y'all about it. I'll tell you what I can do. Kaale use it for a demonstration. Because why not? Here we go. So I'm using this vanilla cashmere. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Thank God, nothing wrong with it. Just to show you what's going with the honey lotion. Watch I find it after this session is done in a couple days. That's why I don't even get mad about stuff like that. Well, 'cause why? The pump is fine. This is what's going with the honey lotion. The inside of the cap here, let's say this pink portion falls out and down into the bottle. That's what we're dealing with. Everything else is still intact. It's about this much of the honey lotion left. Same thing with this vanilla cashmere. And the cap is gone. Just the middle of the cap is gone. Finished. Finito. Adios, amigo. Just gone. Yeah. Now, I have had a situation And please forgive the background because I got other stuff I'm taking care of. And I just said I might as well talk to y'all while I wait for that to finish. I have had a scenario in which a cap has busted. I think I still got the bottle. Philosophy chocolate chip cookie. There's a review on the channel. Walk with me. I got too excited. This was just last winter. And the cap still smells like it. But I got so excited and I dropped the cap. I think on camera too. And the cap busted. And it was not a pump type of cap. And so what I did is if you have a scenario like that with a body wash or something like this from Philosophy that's just like 3-in-1, shampoo your hair, your body with it, and a bubble bath. Now with this, I'm gonna tell you what it did. The cap was busted. It was beyond repair. I couldn't glue it back together. I wouldn't advise that, especially with stuff like this, because you could risk getting glue into your body wash. You feel me? You don't want that. So what I did is I arranged it in the shower and I made it my current rotation of body care products until it was finished. And so if you have a shower caddy, I would set it into a shower caddy and set it in that little area, the kind that you can fixate to the wall of a shower. If you're not going to do that, make sure you designate a shelf. Hopefully you have a shelf of storage within your bathroom, and make this on the highest shelf so you don't risk, knocking it over when you turn around the bathroom. Because if you have a designated shelf in your bathroom, much like myself, you don't want to set it on any shelf that's low because you could risk kicking it over, knocking it over. This is if you've dropped something like a body wash or something like that, and it's just the cap is beyond repair. I'll tell you another scenario I've had. And see, this shows you how common it is. No matter how good you take care of things, you could just be using stuff and this thing's spinning more than, come on. Taking good care of it, and it could just happen beyond your control. I've had a body scrub and it's gone now. It's an empty. I think it was the Velvet Coffee from Tree Hut last fall. Finally got to using that thing up months ago. And I say all that to say this, that there was a crack in it in shipping. See, stuff can happen like that before it even gets to you and arrives to your house. If you order it online, that's the type of stuff that you got to think about. And so there was a crack in it. So what you want to do if you have something like that, even if you're not ready to use it right away and there's a crack right in the cap and it's a twist on type of cap, and no matter how much you twist the grooves, it locks and then it loosens, it's time for you to use it. You may not want to use it just yet, but you're going to find a way to use it, because if you're not going to store it in a way, I would suggest storing any damaged cap type of body care washes, even scrubs. Store them up high so you know to use them first. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. In case you didn't, meet me in the comments. It's going down. We could chat. I'm probably going to find that honey lotion after I'm done with this session and chatting with you all. And that's neither here or there, because that is fine. So with my repaired dress here, and I still got to fix this. That's just me. If you'd like to see more videos like this where I just share how you could just effectively take care of the collection that you do have of your body care, on either side, once this finishes, I am going to link you all to a playlist for you to enjoy. I suggest having a healthy snack, and the weather has gotten pretty nifty here. And I'm about ready for some stew or some chicken soup to make that nice broth. This is not a cooking channel. Shut up, woman. Note to myself. I'll link what you need as far as a playlist if you like to see stuff like this. And hopefully, I have helped you all learn to repurpose your damaged, I'm not cussing, okay? Damaged beyond repair, cracked caps, locked spray. Hopefully, this is helpful in some way. Until next time, love you.